Alright guys, I'm about to go ahead and start the actual process of the bow drill. Two main important steps for doing the bow drill. Number one is your form. Make sure you hold your form just right over the bow drill. Second is to go slow. This is not a race. The faster you go, it's going to wear you out and you're going to just drill through your fireboard. The slower you go, the more proficient you're going to be and the easier you're going to learn to balance everything together. Anyhow, the next part, you just want to snap your spindle into your bow. It's real simple. Make sure that you got the bow on the outside of your bow, not on the inside here. Make sure it's on the outside of the string. If it's on the inside, you're not going to be able to spin it as far. It's going to be on the inside where you get a little bit extra by spinning it on the outside. So keep that in mind. The second most important part of when you're putting all this together is making sure that the back of your hand is against your shin. That's where you get the balancing and holding it all together from. I can't stress that enough how important that is to hold your hand against your shin. So anyhow, make sure you got your form and go slow. You can make a crappy bow drill set. As long as you keep those two things in mind, you'll probably have a lot more chances of success. Anyhow, like I said, I just want to go slow. I'm not going to make big fast strokes. I'm just wanting to warm it up and wear it down a little bit. We're not racing. Here in a moment it's going to start smoking. We're already getting a little bit. That's letting me know that sawdust is starting to strip off. I'm not going to speed up until I see that sawdust start to build up in the right there in the gap in between the two pieces. Until it builds up and it's at the very bottom of my spindle, I'm not going to speed up at all actually. I'm just going to keep that slow, steady pace. Make sure you keep your hand on the bow. Make sure you keep it wrapped around your string. You can see I'm trying to keep the string tight. Keep your hand around the outside of that string so you can pull it tight as you need to. Because this string will get loose. I don't care if it's manufactured or natural string, natural cordage, it will loosen up on you. Alright, I'm starting to get that build up at the bottom. I'm going to speed up just a little bit and press down a little bit harder. Alright, let's speed up quite a bit because we're where we need to be. And we'll give it quite a few more strokes and we're going to pull this off and see if we got a good coal. Alright, very important part right here. Keep your foot on it until you can wedge something in there. I'm going to use my knife. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to pinch your coal shut. Keep your foot on it until you can wedge something in, then you pick your foot up. I'm going to stick my knife in there to hold it. If you can look here, I've got a coal on each side. I'm going to let it grow a little bit before I knock it off the wood. It's stuck to the wood at the moment. Alright, one side went out. We didn't get a good coal on that side, but on this far side from the camera we did. We'll go ahead and try to pull the fireboard away. Typically, you can see this clump on this side and this one. Typically both of them will draw coal. This time I don't know what I did wrong, but I didn't get it on that side. I'm going to let this get a little bit of strength. I don't want to rush. When you rush, you tend to put it out. You've got plenty of time. That'll burn for 5 to 10 minutes right there. Take your time, get your breath back. This isn't a race again. Most people get right here and they get in a hurry. They knock their coal out. They let this pinch back shut on it. They just make several mistakes because they're in a hurry. You don't need to rush. This is very simple. Anyhow, we're going to take a moment and reposition the camera. Here in a moment, we're going to take our tinder bundle here, put the coal over into it. You'll see that in the next segment, but we need to reset the camera real quick.